pretty decent day. I made my money. PayPal is trying to cut me short $20. I reported it today. 9 transactions, 7 transactions posted. So still missing a short. Basically, if the 20 comes through, I'll be done in 2 days or in 2 more transactions for the end of the month. Finish. Today, the stock market was consolidated as fuck. But, but with what I've integrated into Enigma, I could trade consolidation in a micro scale. I could trade less than 20% of ATR based on daily range. So if daily range is $1.09 or less all day, I could trade with certain things the middle. Things to consider when you are trading, maybe bearish. Basically, it opened, went up, went down, consolidated. We had a little bearish expansion, went back to consolidate, and we consolidated the whole entire day since around 3. Then it went up and never reached um, HOD. It was fairly far from HOD, and that's it. Basically, a really slow moving day because obviously resistance is right there. Recession is coming. Something is coming because it's not moving any higher. That's basically the news. Resistance is on again. This is tomorrow's day 2 of resistance of what's gonna happen in the next 14 days. I already know what's happening in the 14 days. Either we go above or we stay below the channel, or we go to the bottom of the channel, which I haven't seen, which is probably 530, 540. I'm not sure how high it is, because it's been a couple days, but that's basically the sales signal. So one of the things I did today, check what I'm doing. Yesterday, I've been having 2 days spicy calabrese salami. Today I'm having Genoa salami, goat cheese, because I'm special. Today I'm having gorgonzola sweet with Genoa salami and cherry lemonade. Here's the proof. Here's the cheese. Here's the croque monsieur. Here's the cherry lemonade. My tumblers. It's raining outside. I would have liked to eat it outside, but I have to come in here. So things that I do today: make money. That's always 100% trades. No misses. 100. Even consolidated like this. The first one was red for a little bit, but it went up. It went even higher, up to 40 cents, and I closed it at 15 subpar. I did the same thing. I waited for the same retracement, same pullback a little bit. Then I took a point 0.70, point 0.80 contract, and I made $50 in a consolidated market. Not on a huge uptrend, not in a nasty V pivot in the sun, not a big swing, not not 4 or 5, daily, not a big daily range. Nah, consolidated the whole way. I managed to scalp $50 at the market today. Things that I added to the overall picture: weekly LOD, HOD. So when I'm looking at futures, when I'm looking at SPY, maybe if I get a confirmation that LOD is not there, or find LOD on a weekly, basically after the market decides to retrace or slip significantly, maybe do a long on LOD on the 30-minute on SPY. I applied that perception of doing LOD, HOD on all the time frames because the bubbles were not working for a little bit, but I fixed the code myself. I'm like, I'm pure about putting aggregation period right here, and it started working the right way. The last thing that I did today, obviously I traded the RSI signal, and it's all right, but the last thing that I did today to modify it is adding a plot when there's any 200 MA cross. And the plot is an exclamation mark in red with a ring. Ring. Be careful. Close the trade. That's it. Basically, if you're an investor, many basic or fundamental trading strategies include doing 200-day moving average trades. Basically, touches the moving averages, rebound the moving average if it's above, rebound if it's below, above, etc. So I added an arrow just to say, yo, it touched the 200 moving average, get out. That's it. So to avoid losing profitability based on based on the fraction of the entire stock market that actually trade on SPY 200 MA, I put an exclamation mark, I put a chime, I put a ring there that when price touches the 200 MA, it goes ring, and it puts an exclamation mark there. It's not a signal to trade. It's a signal that if I'm going to trade below that and it touched that, I better get out right when it rings, so that the fraction of a percent or the percentage of traders that like to do 200 moving average strategies um, don't kill the profit of the existing trade. Don't test the waters. Don't assume that price is going to go over the 200 moving average in a trade and cut it off right there at the 200, knowing that there's going to be a pullback there based on those traders. It's rare. I wouldn't say that it happens all the time, that it rebounds off the 200 all the time, but it's better to be careful than be careless. That's basically all I did today. That's basically it. Couple trades. I'm still 100% in trade, 100% with at a micro level, a concentrated, a really tiny position. I managed to go in after the daily low on a 0.60, 0.70 delta option, 0 day to expiration. I waited till the 200 moving average touch and I got out like that. That's all I did today, and I made 50 doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the chase, and that's today's video. I want to say something real special. I started chatting with a supermodel online, a private account and shit. We've been chatting it up for a few days now. Felt glamorous yesterday, sitting there talking about shit with a supermodel, an actual supermodel. She's like 6'3". She's like a women's NBA player big. She's young too, but she's big. It's like, nah. Because she has sort of like depression. So today I told her, it's like, yo, if you're feeling down, I'm not an ordinary guy. I'm a doctor. Just explain, and we'll share interesting things. I'll tell you interesting things. I'll ask you interesting questions to get your mind to focus on the objective and not be depressed. Because obviously she's young and she has a lot of pressure. I'm pretty sure her body hurts because she has to run a lot to stay skinny. So it's really big demands. You see, like a person like Naomi Campbell and shit. You see a Victoria's Secret model or whatever. There's a lot of heart. They're not permanently skinny. You see what I mean? They're not just skinny naturally and have a perfect body like that. No, they gotta work out. They gotta do things to be at a certain level so that they fit clothes right, so that they're not fired, so that this and that. So I'm pretty sure that's depressing. They gotta keep she has a role in her life that forces her to be a particular shape, and that takes effort. You're tired. You don't want to go to you have to train. You don't want to go to work. Your knees hurt. Your joints ache. You're starved. You're vegan on top. You're starved. You're hungry. This and that. So there's gonna be a couple days in which the body can't, and obviously it's gonna make it depressed. I told her, yeah, when I'm depressed, I give up on myself. I give up on my personal experience, on my personal appearance. I'm a guy that don't shower naturally. I shower 'cause out of necessity because I'm not interested in having a lot of laundry and doing laundry every week or whatever because it's obviously too expensive. It's not that I could find a $3.65 laundry machine that's a decent size to throw all the clothes that I got on me and dry them for maybe $1.50. Maybe a buck, maybe $5 like it was before. I used to go to Newport, New Jersey, near the Target, next to the Best Buy in over there by the Holland Tunnel. Next to the Best Buy in the Holland, there used to be that laundromat, and there I could do laundry every 5 days because it was $5, and you just get the soap at Target. Puma or Luna soap is $1, $1.99 for like half a kilo. You take half of that bag. You do your laundry with $1 or $2 load or whatever, and that's it. You see, there, I'd probably do my laundry right over there across the Hudson. But where I'm going, it's like $20, like $15 to do laundry. So it's quite expensive to take showers and do laundry. So I'm not interested in doing that. So yeah, I told her that. It's like when I'm depressed, I let my hair tangle. I sleep during the day. I am tired. I am lazy. I like that. So just a message back. That's it. And then I'll leave her on because she's not going to be logged into that account. Obviously her private account is not her public account, so she's gonna message me whenever she decides to come back or whatever. And if she doesn't, good. Definitely had decent words with a supermodel. I yelled at her. I'm like, yo, supermodel just shot me. What the fuck? I was all like, what the fuck? It's incredible. That's 1,000,000 to 1. I got a supermodel to chat with you online. Like, what? What? It's incredible. That's what I did. So, yeah, that's basically today's trading. Recession inbound. That's basically all I got to say. It's not bullish. All time high is behind us again. One day, I've already put the candle on. I already put the line on there. Tomorrow, it either makes a new high or we go below. And 14 days from now, mid October, early October, October 15th, we're going to have a predicament. We're going to be writing resistance all again. It's going to be all weird. Maybe the short selling date of this week is today. Today's high was nearly at open, maybe a few minutes after open. So maybe all I'm going to see is that weekly high there and a new weekly low as weeks go by. I got to investigate, keep a good eye, and maybe I'll enter a long short on Wednesday, depending on what it decides to do on the 30th. The idea is looking at the 30th, the high is there. Every other day is going to pass. Obviously, I got HOD, LOD. Weekly HOD is going to be there. It might be one day. LOD is going to be 2 days. The new high, the new low is going to be not Monday, but not Tuesday, but maybe Wednesday. You're going to see no HOD and only LOD, and we might be headed long ways down before a V pivot. So we might again this week. If it don't happen this week, next week, a decent V again to make a lot of profit back to the top. Just the launch. I want to see super oversold, blue, all in. I'm gonna press 50, and that's gonna be an intrinsic value trade. And hopefully HOD is several weeks back, at least 1 or 2 weeks out. LOD on that week, like, damn, I could probably even make it more important than that and do 10 days. Instead of week, HOD, LOD, do 10 days. So I got a 2 week confirmation. Maybe today is the day to short, at best tomorrow, and even at best tomorrow, because it's real flat. Today, there was no gain or loss in the stock market. It's basically consolidated all day. So maybe tomorrow is the day to short. Tomorrow, we might slip a full $3 from open, maybe four or some shit like that. We might slip to 67, over 60, maybe 67, 66, 65 at tops. So we might be heading in the right direction. I'm gonna check that tomorrow. Basically, do change the instead of doing HOD LOD 5 day, do a 10 day and track it that way so that I'm not focused Monday, Friday. I'm focused 2 weeks. Hope you have a good weekend. Hope you have a good day of the week. It's Monday. Get your trades in. Don't be no bitch. I made $50. When nobody could make $50, you can. Enigma don't even. I'm zoomed in Enigma. We're basically in the middle of, we're basically in the middle of Earth move all day. We were in the middle of Enigma doing things right there on the tiny little planets in the middle. Just nothing else. That's all we did all day. Nothing out, nothing in. Just basically in the middle. Very consolidated. You zoom out, it's literally a straight line.